What do you think of the reboot of Donald Trump's campaign, I would say, since Corey Lewandowski was fired this week?
The whole thing, he is still, as far as I'm concerned, he's a master salesman. He's a master salesperson. He has tapped into the anger and frustration of the American people, which is only being fueled by this reluctance to do what 90% of the American people want, which is take some action on gun control that we're seeing play out down in Washington today. But his charges, he doesn't have any specifics. The charges he leveled could well be turned back on him. And actually, in many ways, when you read the stories today about how he has, in fact, been almost making money off the campaign, certainly not losing anything, you could turn these back on him. And he's playing a game on the American people. It's a very dangerous game. I think he's playing into people's fears. He's raising emotions that you just don't tamp down again very easily without any substance to back it up.
Governor, why are so few Republicans who are in elective office willing to come out? I mean, you see ambivalence on the part, surely, of Paul Ryan, but he and others are refusing to take a stand against some of the more unsupported charges, if I could put it kindly.
Well, I mean, the fear is always that you're going to lose your office, and that's what's motivating so many people. We have now gotten to a point where politics is partisan politics is more important than policy. And maybe it's time we looked at term limits. Maybe it's time we took this more seriously, that we, the American voter, actually used our ballot box ability to impose term limits on those that are unwilling to do it. Because once that job is what you have, that's what you care about, that's all you care about, then you get very scared about doing anything that's going to cause any kind of problem around that, and you're not willing to stand up, to the party, not willing to stand to some of the big donors who are behind Donald Trump, although I don't think many of them are going to be that anxious to fund him himself, which it seems to be what's happening, he and the children and all his businesses. So it's one of those things. It's much easier for me being out of office. Now, would there be repercussions should Donald Trump be elected? Probably. As far as my business is concerned, I expect that. But fortunately, I have very strong partners who feel very strongly what's right for the nation is right for the nation. And, sometimes you just have to stand up and say those things.